Before the internet was neatly organized with SEO and pretty UIs, you would have to trudge through vast swamps of forum posts, an endless supply of custom GeoCities, and visually offensive HTML to find the answers to your desperate questions. And it was honestly the freaking best. The vague sense of danger, the raw thrill of uncharted exploration, and the shaky camaraderie you'd find with other weirdos on that messy internet just doesn't exist nowadays. Or at least, that's what I thought, until I actually found a place like that. And by accident, too. And while I'm glad that the messy internet still exists somewhere today, what I found there brought me misery instead of satisfaction. I was Googling an issue I was having with my iPod. Yes, I still actively use an iPod in 2022. And I stumbled upon a barely active forum for MP3 player enthusiasts called iPodders.net. While I don't think I found the answer to my issue, what I did find was infinitely more bizarre. The following is my best attempt to copy-paste an entire thread that had the subject, Weird iPod Virus? How to Fix. And the thread itself was last updated 3 years ago, and ends kinda abruptly. If anyone has any info on what happened to the user behind Tom Waits for No Man, please let me know. I'm curious. Anyway, here is the thread. March 15th, 2018, 9:58 p.m. A post from a user named Tom Waits for No Man. It is clear that he is new to the forum, as he has a default gray blob as his profile image.
Has anyone ever experienced this virus or something like this? My iPod Classic has a bunch of junk files on it that keep coming back after I delete them. The junk files are usually just some random playable audio tracks with random ASCII, and some of my personal information in the titles. It probably grabs info from my machine when it syncs, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna play any of them, cause I'm not that dumb, lol. Anyway, I've tried multiple times to delete them off of my iPod via iTunes, and while I see they're deleted for a bit, they keep coming back after I disconnect from syncing. I even tried formatting the iPod once. It seemed fine for a second, but they started popping up again, just within different subfolders than before. Anyone experienced this before, or know how to fix it? Any suggestions welcome.
Within 2 hours, a user with a Zune logo as their profile picture responded. They are named Zune Enthusiast, and all their posts ended with a signature.
Tom Waits for No Man. Sell the iPod and get a Zune instead. It's probably some Apple bloatware or spyware or some junk like that. Zunes are better than iPods. Changed my mind.
An hour goes by. A user named Carl joined the discussion. Their user icon is a drawing of the Pokemon Parasect. They replied,
Tom Waits for No Man. Did you format the iPod? Also, you can install old drivers via support.apple.com/downloads/iPod.
12 hours later, a user with a profile picture of JC Denton from DSX revived the thread. His name is Jeff1984. They posted,
Carl_. Their link is broken. Tom Waits for No Man. Use this one instead. Tubgirl.com.
3 hours passed. A user with the name C Dweller posted a response. Their icon looks like sharp parentheses, and there is a mod tag next to their name.
Tom Waits for No Man. What junk files? Can you post a screenshot or a picture of something? What model do you have? You need to be more descriptive with your issue if you want responses that aren't trolls.
Tom Waits for No Man returned to the thread he started. They said,
Carl. Yeah, formatting it is one of the first things I tried, and while it erases them, more junk files come back after a little bit, and I'll give the drivers a try. Jeff1984. Nice, haven't even thought about Tubgirl since 2008. CD Weller. Just some files with titles that seem to be mashups of metadata and ASCII, nothing interesting. I can't post screenshots right now, unfortunately. How do I find out what model I have? I didn't buy it new, so I have no idea what it is, lol.
Jeff 1984 reacted to Tom's message with a mischief emoji.
Also, nice screen name.
Tom Waits for No Man quickly replied,
Jeff 1984. Thanks. I've listened to Tom Waits' whole discography at least a dozen times, all the way through, lol. Blue Valentine is the greatest album of all time. Fight me.
Nice. And agreed.
Jeff 1984's message ended with a rocks emoji. The next response came in an hour from Sea Dweller, who entered the discussion again with,
Tom, check the back of the iPod and find the serial number and post the last 3 digits of the serial number. Also, post the version of iTunes you are running as well. Oh God, why did I click on Jeff's link?
Jeff 1984 responded to Sea Dweller with 3 hysterical emojis. At 9 p.m. on March 16, 2018, another user joined the discussion. Their profile picture was a pair of red headphones. Their name was BreadCenter1. They started their post by quoting back Tom's words.
I didn't buy it new, so I have no idea what it is. Did you steal it from someone?
Bread tagged Tom Waits for No Man at the top of their sentence.
Zoenthusiast. I didn't even see this. Sorry for not responding. Actually, yeah, I'm still not gonna respond.
A smiley face from Tom. He continued.
C.D. Weller. Here's the model number, A1238, and the last 3 digits of the serial number are YMU. And here's the version of iTunes I'm running, 12.6.3. And once again, I'd rather not post pics of it here for reasons. And also, I don't know how to screenshot on an iPod Classic.
BreadCenter1 fired back in exactly 3 minutes, quoting Tom's words again.
I'd rather not post pics of it on here for reasons. Probably because you stole it. I bet you took it from someone on this website, too.
BreadCenter. LOL, I didn't steal it. I got it from a repo recently. I'm a repo man. And if it makes you happy, I can post pics, just not of the junk files.
Sea Dweller returned.
Bread, you gotta stop coming at people with that energy, man. Tom, why can't you post the junk files? Just curious.
C.D. Weller. The junk files are displaying some of my personal info in their titles, like my passwords, date of birth, and family member names. And I don't want y'all to have that info. No offense, lol.
6 users replied to Tom's post, each one of them quoting Tom's alarming words.
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, what do you mean?
A user by the name of Brody Bunch posted for the first time in this thread.
Wait, how did you see this and not report it to the police? Maybe the person who had it before you was like a stalker or knew you and kept files on you or whatever.
Lol, this dude about to get murdered and he's like, fix my iPod. Lol.
What do you mean, Tom? I honestly don't know what you are saying.
After nearly 13 hours of responses, Tom tried to address everyone's message in a single post dated March 17, 2018, 3:15 p.m.
Holy crap, lots of replies at once. Give me a second to respond. I was gonna tag each one of you, but it would be easier to answer all of you all at once here. I have no idea how viruses work. My guess is that it got it from some personal info on the metadata on the iPod, or iTunes, or my computer, or maybe it's keylogging or something. I never owned an iPod before, so I wanted to make it personalized, so I formatted it as soon as I got it and added my info to it. I know it's weird, but I'm like that. You guys are the ones that need to chill.
Tom ended his message with a reassuring smiley face.
C.D. Weller. The file names are like $5 signs, and then my iTunes password that I won't post here, followed by 5 more dollar signs, and random song name - random artist name, crap like that. They're just junk.
Never heard of a virus like that.
BreadCenter1 posted again in this thread for the first time in nearly 23 hours. He quoted Tom yet again.
I'm a repo man? Oh, so you're a corporate-sponsored thief? I knew you fucking stole it. You probably work for a Zionist-funded bank too, you shill.
Tom coolly replied.
LOL.
Bread, WTF, man. I'm like this close to banning you.
Haters gonna hate.
Yikes. Bread.
It's so cool that we allow alt-right nutjobs to freely post their anti-Semitic conspiracy theories with no penalties.
Zune Enthusiast left a /S to denote that they spoke sarcastically.
Can you mute him, Sea Dweller?
He hasn't broken the board rules yet, but I have a feeling he's about to not too soon. Maybe I should just preemptively ban him.
The next post in the thread came exactly 33 minutes later from none other than Bread Center 1 himself. The text of the post now appears in bold, bright red, bracketed letters and only reads, "Message was removed by moderator." The only clues we have to what Bread said are everyone's reactions to it.
Bruh.
Screw you, Bread.
Fucking wow. That took no time at all. Sea Dweller, ban this racist asshole.
Bread. Wow, you are getting temp banned, and I am deleting that post. Come back when you can talk with some respect. Tom, I am so sorry I didn't mute him sooner.
CD Weller. It's cool. I'm used to that crap, unfortunately. Thank you for deleting it. Hopefully he'll find more kindred spirits on his own alt-right neo-nationalistic semi-retro MP3 player forum, LOL. But my iPod is still busted. I'm tired now, though, so I'll be back on tomorrow with updates.
Night, Tom.
See you, Tom. Let us know if you're still experiencing the glitch.
If we don't hear back from Tom in 3 days, I'm betting his iPod killed him in his sleep.
As if summoned by Jeff's macabre humor, user Brody Bunch exclaimed,
Jeff! No! That's not funny!
Jeff egged Brody on.
Probably got possessed like a Stephen King book and strangled him with his skull candy earbud wires.
Jeff trailed his callous humor with 3 hysterical emojis and a hangman's noose, and Brody took the bait.
Jeff, no! Stop! Praying for Tom right now that evil spirits keep away.
4 hours later, Carl rejoined the thread.
Wait, what did Bread do to get himself banned?
The soul mod tried to damage control.
If anyone repeats it, I am tip banning them too.
Carl, I'll DM it to you.
2 days later, on March 20th, 2018, Tom returned to the thread.
I'm back. Sorry for the wait. I couldn't remember my password for this account. But update. There are more junk files on it now. A bunch more. I tried everything that was mentioned above. Now it's even worse.
Tom, what do the new files look like? Still the same?
Brody Bunch. Nah, they're all like XXX hail _ Satan XXX and give me your soul 42069.
A keen observer would note that the previous response was from Jeff 1984, not Tom. Tom left a simple LOL to Jeff's message, but Brody seemed less than amused.
Jeff, I thought you were Tom for a second. I almost had a heart attack.
Even Sea Dweller responded with an LOL at Brody's expense.
But seriously, Tom, are the junk files the same as before?
Nah, CD. They're new stuff now. There was a funny one that was like Christmas card from a hooker in Minneapolis, LOL.
Are you sure that wasn't just a normal song file? Did you listen to it?
LOL, no. I'm not gonna risk playing whatever that is. I don't even know what that could be.
IDK. It's probably like the song Christmas Card from a Hooker in Minneapolis. Lol.
LOL, Jeff, is that a real song? Who's it by?
A minute went by.
It's a real song by Tom Waits.
Carl, Zune Enthusiast, Sea Dweller, and Brody Bunch all quoted Tom's words, LOL, is that a real song? Who's it by? In their own replies.
Lol, even I know that one. Fake fan alert. Just kidding, just kidding.
Isn't that from Blue Valentine 2? You said it was your favorite album, Tom.
Are you feeling okay, Tom?
An hour later.
Okay, geez, everybody relax. So I forgot a frickin' song. Everybody chill, lol. Also, Jeff, I listened to the song just to see what it was like. It was weird.
The Tom Waits song or the junk files?
The junk file, sorry. I don't think the actual song is supposed to be a random woman murmuring, lol. Right, Jeff?
What the duck?
No, it's not. Did the woman in the song sound hot? Lol. And Zune enthusiast. Lol. At the autocorrect.
Wait, the junk files are actually playable? That's weird. I figured they would just be clumps of static at best.
4 hours passed. Tom posted again on March 21st, 2018 at 3:12 a.m.
LOL, Zune. What the duck indeed. I'm not sure how to answer your question, Jeff. The voice sounds more like my mom, to be honest. You know, one of those voices. Yeah, the files are playable, CD. Does that help? I just want to listen to my tunes, man. Nothing else is wrong, save for these junk files. I think it might be logging my keystrokes too, cause I see one here with BreadCenter1 in the file name, lol. How much would y'all give me to listen to the BreadCenter1 one, lol?
Without delay, Jeff quoted Tom's own words. I guess, but she sounds more like my mom, to be honest. You know, one of those voices.
Ah, so she does sound hot.
Jeff ended that line with a Lenny face emoji.
And I'd give you about $3.50 to listen to Brid's song, lol.
Tom, I wouldn't listen to those songs. I can't see anything good happening from that. At best, it could cause more junk files to appear. At worst, IDK.
At worst, it could be a demon. Get some sage and burn it. Put a line of sea salt on your doorstep. Do you have a Bible or a crucifix on hand?
Brody's message was as capitalized as it was filled with typos.
Lol, Brody Bunch.
2 minutes passed before Jeff realized.
Wait, are you serious? Lol.
This time, Jeff's LOL was in all caps.
Brody, surprised you didn't mention holy water or anything about grabbing a young priest and an old priest. LOL. This ain't a movie, so I doubt any of that is necessary.
LOL, Jeff. And LOL, Brody, if you aren't serious. If you are, I wouldn't worry about it. I got enough rock and roll on this here thing that if it was Satan, he'd probably just play Stones on repeat or something.
Tom posted a cute devil emoji.
I am going to stop posting on here for a bit, because I'm pretty sure this virus is keylogging what I'm saying and storing it in the junk files. I've unplugged it and turned it off, but here are some words and phrases I just saw in the junk file names. Rolling Stones, Sympathy for the Devil, Stacy's Mom, Bohemian Rhapsody. I had just typed that into a separate window before I shut off the iPod. See y'all later. I'll try some troubleshooting on my own.
Talk to you later, Tom. Keep us updated. If you find the fix, let us know.
An hour went by.
I'm more here out of fascination than anything else at this point.
Another hour.
$20 says Tom's punkiness.
Jeff, that lingo is older than I am. Lol lol.
Yet another hour.
Praying for Tom Waits for no man's soul right now.
5 long days passed. The longest gap in the thread so far.
Update. Sorry I haven't responded in a bit. I could not remember my password for the life of me. Had to reset my password in order to log in. On a random note, apparently my mom called me today, and we talked for a good 15 minutes before I realized who she was. I did not recognize her voice at all. I thought someone else was calling from my mom's phone. I must be losing my mind. Also, it's apparently my birthday today, according to her. Anyway, I've kept this darn iPod off for the whole day, and when I turned it back on to check it, there were even more junk files than before.
An angry face emoji.
I also don't recognize a lot of the songs that are on my iPod, or at least I don't remember adding them on here. Can a virus add songs to your library? LOL.
At March 27th, 2018, at 10:40 p.m., Jake the Ripper, the first new user to join the thread in over 9 days, bumped the thread. They posted,
Just reading this thread now. What a wild ride. I hope this isn't some elaborate prank. By the way, Jeff, what did Brad say that got him banned?
Just DM'd it to you. Also, happy birthday at Tom Waits for No Man.
Could you DM that to me too?
Sure, but why?
Because I don't remember what he said.
The reactions to Tom's words trickled in over the next 4 hours.
Kay, just DM'd it to you.
You've been saying that you don't remember a lot lately. Have you been getting enough sleep, Tom?
How old are you, Tom? I can recommend some supplements that help with memory loss. Stay away from processed sugar from here on out.
Googling to see if there's any evil spirits that steal memories.
Looking up if there are any memory-stealing demons to mess with Brody Bunch.
Not only were their posts similar in content, but both Jeff and Brody's posts were within the same minute.
Whoa, jinx!
Stop!
Jake the Ripper, the new poster who only joined the thread a mere 13 hours ago, left a sobering message that caused the thread to take a turn.
I don't know how to quote reply properly, but yeah, I noticed a trend of Tom Waits for No Man forgetting things here and there. He mentioned it once or twice. Hearing him talk reminds me of my aunt. She had early onset Alzheimer. Really early. Like in her late 30s. Really rough to see her go. But in the early stages there were things like, when I called her, she didn't recognize my voice. She would ask questions I already answered, and she would forget her favorite movies. Even though she had all these digital files of the movies on a shitty Livono ThinkPad. She liked old tech too, I guess. Yeah. And family films too. I figured my dad must have uploaded them when he would visit. I remember I kept finding more and more videos on her laptop the more I dug in, with weird junk file names too. We lost the ThinkPad sometime after she passed, which is a shame, because there was a lot of family stuff on there by the time. It even had videos that me and my dad had never seen before. But she would recognize them when we would play back the files for her, like she was there for every single one. We stopped doing that after a while, because she got so sad about forgetting. I hated how much she clung to the dumb ThinkPad. The worse the sickness got, the more she clung to her laptop. She was the kind of tia that would tell us Hijos many stories about her familia, but she became someone who would stare at the file browser on the computer for hours. I miss you, Tia. Anyway, sorry about the text dump. Sob story. I haven't talked about it much. Guess it was all waiting to come out.
Within the same minute that Jake the Ripper posted that message, Jeff quickly replied.
Cool story, bro.
Jake luckily met Jeff's irreverent energy with a hearty LOL.
No, but seriously, that sucks, man. Sorry your family went through that.
Holy shit, Jake. That's so sad.
Sea Dweller left an empathetic smiley face, but without missing a beat, continued with,
But try to stay on topic in this thread. We have a general board for things like that. But thank you for sharing anyway.
Sea Dweller is as tactful as ever, I see. Sorry about your loss, Jake. I've heard that fatty omega-3 acids can help slow Alzheimer's progression, though.
4 hours passed before Carl replied to Jake's post.
Jake, were there junk files like what Tom described by any chance?
4 more hours, then Brody replied.
Sorry about your loss, Jake. I pray she's in a better place now.
12 hours passed.
Yeah, my condolences, Jake. Alzheimer's is such a terrible thing. Has anybody heard from Tom Waits for No Man? He hasn't been on in a few days.
At 12:30 p.m. on March 29, 2018, Jeff checked in on Tom in his own way.
Tom waits for no man, attempting to summon thee.
Carl, he's probably just taking a break. You can click the bell in the upper right under Thread Options and set it up so that you get a notification when this thread updates. And you can set it so that it only updates when the OP posts, so that you don't get notifs when Jeff spams.
CD typed out that he glared at Jeff while saying this. Jeff responded by tagging Tom, Carl, Brody, CD, and Zune Enthusiast all together in a single post. The only text that the post contained was the word
Tits. Dang, that didn't work, lol.
The thread started to lose its steam. The only person who seemed to be posting updates, whether they were trolling or not, was Jeff. 1 day passed.
Day 1 of waiting for Tom waits for no man to update.
Another day passed.
2 days of waiting for Tom waits for no man to update.
Another empty day passed by.
Day 3 of waiting for Tom waits to no man to update, starting to think his iPod did strangle him in his sleep.
6 more days of silence passed. Not even Jeff's lighthearted trolling brought the user known as Tom Waits for No Man back. It wasn't until 3:16 p.m. on April 7th, 2018, a whole 10 days since his last post, that we heard from Tom Waits for No Man. But something wasn't right.
Hey everyone, sorry I didn't update. Sorry I didn't respond to DM. I've been so tired lately. I've been eating well, I'm young, too young for Alzheimer's. I feel like I've been slipping away. I've been so clouded lately that I forgot this forum existed, lol. I've been listening to my iPod a lot lately. I like hearing my songs. They remind me a lot of my life. I like going back there. I'm so tired now. Too much listening to old music. Not as good as it used to be.
Within minutes, Carl was the first to reply.
Tom waits for no man. Good to have you back. Any update on the virus?
It took Tom 2 hours to reply.
Virus?
The junk files. Did you get the junk files removed completely? Or are there more? Less? The same?
The forum moderator, Sea Dweller, returned as well.
Tom waits for no man. Are you doing okay? You know you don't have to update here if you don't want to, or if you don't fill up to it. We'll survive.
A brave and happy-faced emoji ended Sea Dweller's message. It took 3 hours for Tom to respond.
More.
Tom, was that in reply to Carl? Can you tag a user with the @ symbol in front of their name when you respond to someone for clarity?
Sorry. @CD Weller. Sorry.
Sea Dweller tried to be supportive with the 2 thumbs up emoji.
Bro, Tom waits for no man. Are you okay? You sound really out of it.
I don't feel like me anymore. @Jeff1984.
It took Tom 90 minutes to write those 2 posts. Brody Bunch replied to Tom after being away from this thread for 10 days in all caps.
Tom, get rid of your iPod. Get it out of your house. Smash it. Burn it. Whatever you do, get rid of it.
Tom waits for no man. Bro, you should take some time off from your computer. Go outside. Go visit family or some IRL friends.
An hour went by. Then, Tom Waits for No Man sent the last message we will ever see from him on this forum. He typed out 2 fragile letters.
Okay.
The silence that followed was broken by Sea Dweller.
Tom, was that in response to Brody Bunch or Jeff?
And then, in 4 hours, it was broken again.
Tom waits for no man.
The thread went silent. A day went by. Brody posted.
Has anyone heard from Tom Waits for No Man?
Even Jeff 1984 was serious. For the time being.
I DM'd him a few times. No response yet.
Jeff tried to lighten the mood with an emoji. The Sea Dweller adds.
No, Brody, I have not. Tom hasn't logged on in a while either.
1 day went by. 1 day becomes 2 days, and so on and so on. 5 days of silence passed. Jeff tried to bring back the people in the thread.
Summoning Tom Waits for No Man. Are you alive?
Jeff left a poke emoji. That is the last time we got to see his levity in this thread. 1 month and 6 days go by without any updates. This is the longest gap of communication we have so far. But the gaps only got longer, unfortunately. On May 20th, 2018, at 2:04 p.m., Sea Dweller posts,
I'd usually close out threads due to inactivity, but since the original issue was not resolved, I'll leave this open. Also so Tom Waits for No Man can update us.
Another month passed. We only get an update from Sea Dweller. This is the last post we see from them on June 15th, 2018, at 12:42 p.m.
I'm starting a new job soon. Yay! So I won't be able to moderate these forums as much. If you're going to post here, make sure it's related to Tom Waits for No Man's original issue. If not, post in the general chat board. In case I miss something, you can report a post if you think it doesn't belong here. I'll respond to those when I can. It also might get auto-locked due to inactivity, so this might not even matter.
And with one final shrug emoji, Sea Dweller left the thread. When you look at old forum posts like these, you sometimes forget that these goofy usernames are real people, that they have real lives away from their computers, that they move on, they get jobs and get married and have kids. It's really nice to think about. But it's also frustrating as shit, especially when they don't solve the problem of the original post. For the next 8 months, nobody seemed to experience the same issue that Tom Waits for No Man experienced. The thread is as dead as a doornail by this point. That is, until a new, iconless user named StevieB2015 bumped the thread.
Was this resolved? I'm experiencing the same issue with my junk files on my iPod Classic. I formatted it multiple times and more show up.
A day went by. StevieB2015 posted one last time on February 17th, 2019 at 10:35 p.m.
Had trouble remembering which board/thread I posted this on, but can anybody help?
And exactly 1 year after that final post, on February 17th, 2020, at 10:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the thread was officially auto-locked due to inactivity. I wish I could say that I looked up the other posters on the thread on the rest of the forum, but I really only cared about Tom Waits for No Man, and his trail went entirely cold. Like I said, it's frustrating when people move on, but whatever. I can't decide if I'm lucky or unlucky to have stumbled upon something like this. I mean, I don't even remember how I came across it. I don't even own an iPod. At least, I don't think I do.